So I think your 7th semester is completed, right? Yes, your 7th semester is completed. Amina, Karthik, Vaishnavi, the exams are going on, so okay. So when it completes, Swarup, when it completes the examination by 22 of December, correct? By 22 of December, yes, nice. After that, after 22 or after December, what's your plan? Don't tell the New Year party and all. Okay, sir, Christmas party undi. లేదా న్యూ ఇయర్ పార్టీ ఉంది సార్ బయటకు వెళ్తున్నాము అవన్నీ వద్దు తర్వాత ఇన్ జనవరి వాట్స్ యువర్ ప్లాన్ హ్యావ్ యూ ప్లాన్ గైస్ సో ఇన్ ద 8th semester you have to do the internship, correct? It is minimum 20 weeks of internship you have to do, the industry internship you have to do, and one major project also is there. There is no subjects, I think all the technical subjects in this semester only over. In the 8th semester only what? Yes, only the internship and then super, only internship and the project. Okay, fine. Now you tell me you studied these many subjects, right? Because it is not a one day effort, right? It is not a one day effort. I believe it is more than 16 to 17 years of effort. So why you studied all these years? For what reason? Anyone? Why you studied all these years? What is the purpose? Don't think that only in the engineering part I focused to get a job. No. You invested more than 17 to 18 years of time. In that you studied so many subjects and you invested crores together on education only, that is the academics. For what reason you studied the complete academics? Hardly 4 to 5 months is there. Okay, after that your academics, your engineering life will be complete. The next part is what? What is the next part? To find a job. Correct, right? Yes, right? Okay, so that everyone want one job. What job, what type of job you are looking, guys? Divya, Rajesh, Vasvi, you tell me. After May and after June, okay, you want one job, right? What type of job you are looking? Any idea? Okay, I think now the academics is completed. Still it is going on. Academics. So for this only, I think you invested more than 17 to 18 years of time. Here, maybe you studied more than 300 subjects, 300 plus subjects, and you attended more than 500 examinations and all. The internal, so many things is there. So you cleared all these things. You cleared all these things for what reason? Means to get a proper job. And that too, to get a first job in your life. Correct? So, have you planned to get this job? Because this job will decide your lifestyle. This job will decide your entire life. Because this is the first step, okay? Don't think that only our 10th standard or the PUC is the turning point. No. This step is the turning point for everyone. Okay? Just ask your seniors, okay? Ask your seniors. How many of you placed? The 2025 students. Now you are all 2026 passing students. Your seniors, your super seniors. How many of you placed? Right? Hardly 20 to 30% of the students got placed. Why? Means the competitions are more. Correct? The competitions are more. Not only Andhra, okay? Not only Andhra. You think about the Karnataka, overall India, more than 30,000 higher education colleges are there. Okay? In that colleges, every year the pass down count is approximately 1 crore. Like you people, okay? 1 crore is a passed out students every year. But this year we're expecting more. As per the survey, okay, approximately 23% it hike the passed out count, because there is no detain concept. Okay, so if you have a 10 backlog also, you can easily enter to the final year. Correct, right? So the competition, that is the number of students are more. Only 2026 passing students are 1 crore 30 lakh students, and the super seniors are there, 2025 students are there, 24, 22, 21, 20, right? So you can take an average, okay, 3 crore job seekers are there in India. Only in India, 3 crore job seekers are there, right? So out of 3 crore people, hardly 7 to 10 lakh job openings are there, guys. So you think the competition level, out of 3 crore people, okay, hardly 7 to 10 lakh people got a job for sure. What about the rest? What they will do? Everything you have to plan now itself, and this is the time to plan for each and everything. Okay, because to get this job properly, we have to plan. The plan, we can call it as a roadmap. The roadmap is very, very important. Okay, so now this roadmap is not only for this year. Okay, so please plan for the next 25 years. Now it is 2025. Okay, now we have to plan for the next 25 years, because the rest of the life we have to do the job only. Correct? Yes or no? The rest of the life, because the education, the preparation part is done. Now we have to start for the implementation. Where you will implement, how you will implement, when you will implement, everything is matter. Okay, so now to get this job, to get the one job, what's your salary expectation? Okay, first tell me, you want one job in an IT company because you're all technical students. Yes, you want IT job only. So what's your salary expectation? Rajesh, Vasavi, Sheikh, tell me. Because it is your effort. Because you have to expect something. Correct, right? What's your salary expectation? Honestly, you tell me. Honestly, tell me. What's your salary expectation? Guys, reply me fast. What's your salary expectation? Quick. 4, 6.5, 10, superb, 50, then? What about others? You don't have any salary expectation. You want one job, that's it. Sure. Into 4.5. Okay. What about the rest? Guys, reply me fast. Em chestunaru andaru? I'll tell you, okay, what exactly this session, what is the benefit for you, okay, each and everything I'll tell you. Ravi Teja, 6 LPA, superb. Ravi Teja, nice. Next. Okay, maybe majority of the students, Umesh 40K per month, okay, Sheikh 7 LPA, nice. But majority of the students, I think they don't want salary, okay, they want only one job. No, you have to expect something, okay, you have to expect, at least minimum you can expect, minimum 4 to 5, or maximum it is your wish, because it is your effort, okay. So many types of jobs are there in the market, but what type of job you have to select, because the type of job is very, very important. So many types of jobs are available in the market, okay. Once your education will be complete, you will get non-technical jobs also. Maybe they'll offer 7 lakh package, 10 lakh package, 12 lakh package also. That you have to think for the future, right? So initially they pay 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 12 lakh, okay. But after 2 years, whether they will pay 20 lakh, whether they will pay 30 lakh, no chance, okay. There is no increment and you don't have a future in that domain. So you're all technical students, maybe you're a CS, IS, AI and ML, data science, right? So you are in a pure technical domain. So please go for the IT sector jobs only. In IT sector also, in IT companies also, so many domains are there, okay. I suggest, okay, I suggest, so please go for the development domain, because in development domain only you have a bright future. Why? That also I'll tell you, okay? Because in development means continuously we are updating, continuously we are implementing a new requirement. Correct, right? See, it is not like that. I learned one tool now, because some work is there, maybe in the non-technical domain. Okay, so in non-technical domain, so we have to store some data in an Excel sheet. We have to maintain something. So it is not like that. Okay, so in the development domain means what the current requirement that only we are implementing means continuously we are also updating, right? So obviously there is a huge demand. There is a huge demand. Now also you are facing some problem. Maybe majority of the students are not getting job. What is the reason? They are not updating. Yes, in your academics you studied some subjects, but that is not sufficient to enter into the IT sector, because the IT industry expectation is different. In this year also, you check, you ask your seniors, okay, they don't want fresher. They don't want fresher. They want a quality fresher. They want experienced fresher. Lot of differences there. Fresher or a normal or a experienced fresher. Okay, they want experienced fresher, but you're all just a fresher. Just you're completing the 7th semester, so that you are just a fresher. But how to get that experience? Because in a company, okay, in a company to survive for a longer time, you have a two option. One, if you have a proper knowledge, yes, you can easily what? You can easily survive for a longer time, or else it is very difficult. Okay, option 2 is different. Yeah, so please select the option 1. So here also the training, everything is there, that I'll tell you. Okay, so here this roadmap is very important. This roadmap is very important. So to get a job, that is to get a first job in this particular domain, properly we have to plan for the roadmap. What is the first step you have to do? What is the next? What next? What next? Like that, each and everything properly we have to plan. Then only you are all successful engineer. Remember, okay? Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay, it is very difficult to get the job. Okay, so to understand all these things, okay, and what exactly this roadmap, and in this session what are all the things I'm telling, okay, everything I'll tell you. Okay, so before that I'll give you my introduction. I'm Harish, okay, so working as a corporate trainer in a decoding lab, okay, and having more than 8 years of experience in industries, okay, and I know all the languages like Java, Python, Mern, okay, JavaScript, like that. Okay, so now before starting what the complete Python introduction and all, first quickly I'll introduce what exactly our company is. Okay, our company is the Decoding Lab. You search in the Google, okay, the DCL, the Decoding Lab, okay, located in Bangalore, and we have 3 branches. One is in Yelahanka, one more is in BTM layout, and one more is in Rajajinagar. Think about, if you are having a 3 branch means, you just think the quality. Okay, so we are we are entirely different. Okay, because so many organizations are there. Okay, but our company is entirely different. How it different and what type of certification you will get, each and everything I'll tell you. Okay, so next slide. See, this is about the Decoding Lab. Okay, this is about the Decoding Lab. The Decoding Lab is the young organization founded by a highly successful IT professional passionate about the sharing the knowledge to build a skilled India. And also the DCL is a finest software development training organization that upskills to the job aspirants across the stream to match the industry standard. And our main motto is to bridge the gap between the IT industry and the academia through the experiential technology training. Okay. Now, before explaining the Python training, okay, so I have to introduce our main leaders. Okay, so Mr. Shishira Bhatt is our founder and the CEO of the Decoding Lab, and he is an ex-co-founder in a JSpider, and he's a vice president in a Test Yantra, and he worked in so many companies. Okay, and he's having more than 20 years of experience, because in all, see, our employees are highly professionals and all are having minimum 10 years of experience. Okay, and next is the Mr. Suraj Vijay Shetty, and he's a co-founder in Decoding Lab, and is an ex-CEO of the Pentagon Space. Okay, and one more is the Manoj Sharma, is a CTO of the Flipkart, and is having also like more than 15 years of experience in a industry. Okay, and Gautam CS is the director of Deloitte. These are all our partners. These are all our board members. Okay, and he's an ex senior product manager. Okay, and even the automation also. And Jyoti Joshi is there. Hema is there. Okay, because in Decoding Lab, not only the training. Okay, not only the training. Okay, so Prodi technology is also there. It is purely a development. Okay, so we build our own applications, even for the client requirements, okay, and even for our companies as well. Okay, and these are our major team. See, Mr. Karthik is the software architect and the placement executive, more than 13 plus years of experience he is having, and me, Harish, senior product specialist in a Python, and I'm having 8 plus years of experience, and I'm expert in the Python full stack development. And Prithviraj Shetty, he is a senior product specialist in Java, is having 6 plus years of experience in a Java domain. And the Pawan Prakash, product specialist and the placement executive, and he's expert in the data structure and algorithm. And Mr. Nagraj, so he's expert in the MERN stack, and Mr. Kiran is expert in the Java and the DSA program. Okay, so now what exactly this DCL, the Decoding Lab? Okay, so now the Decoding Lab is tied up with more than 4,486 partners. That is not only one company, not only 10, not only 100. Okay, we tied up with more than 4,000 plus IT companies. It includes the top MNC also. I'll tell you what are all the companies we collaborate. Okay, so more than 4,486 companies we tied up with, and every month you can easily expect minimum 100 drives, and every day minimum 3 to 5 drives you can easily expect. That too a purely a development domain jobs. Okay, we are not assuring that we'll give the non-technical job, nothing. Okay, purely a development domain jobs only you will get. Okay, and next. Now the average student placed in every month is 300 plus. Okay, now why DCL? See, this is very, very important information, guys. Okay, why DCL? Why Decoding Lab? It is the best technology training in India, not only Bangalore. Okay, so it is the best technology training in India with a simplified methodology. Even the 10th standard, even the 12th standard kid also, they can easily learn or they can easily build an application, because that much okay knowledge we have, and in that way we will teach you guys, because from the scratch we'll teach you, so that every student can easily understand. If you are zero knowledge also, that's fine, we will teach you, because we are expert in that. Okay, and the best quality training with a satisfaction guarantee, because in this training, yes, you want one job, you're looking for a job, but the thing is, okay, only if I give a job means you cannot survive for a longer time. Remember, okay, if you have a proper quality or if you have a good knowledge, then only you can survive in an IT industry. That is the reason best quality training with a satisfaction guarantee, and the complete product development exposure we will give you, because you don't know what exactly the product is, how we develop the application, how we develop the things, okay, in the IT industry. That complete picture you will understand here. Okay, and 6 months boot camp to make the students projects ready developer, because in this duration, because see, we'll give the workshops also and we'll give the training also depending on the course duration. Okay, so within 4 to 6 months you can able to build your own application, that we can assure. And internship with an on-site or a off-site development model also will provide, and mainly the 100% interview guarantee. Minimum 30 plus interview we will give. Okay, that is a promise from our end, and mainly the mentorship from the ISC, IIT, IIM and leaders on the top IT companies. Okay. Yes, just a second. Okay, just a second. So these are our company roadmap. Okay. See, we are the only institute in Bangalore who offer the internship based on a like project, and minimum 4 live project you can build. Okay, and it is connected to the AI model, and onboard like online and offline hybrid learning is also there, and you will get the recording videos also, and unlimited placement opportunity, master full stack development in a real work like environment, and 300 plus programming including DSA problems and solution from the scratch. Okay, and mainly the limited small batches size maximum. Okay, in one session hardly 80 to 100 members are there, not more than that also, and a dedicated student success managers to ensure a good learning experience. Okay, now see, now the special focus area in this year, that is in upcoming 2026, is a Python with the data science, Python full stack with the GenAI, and enterprise full stack like Java or MERN, with include the cloud, DevOps and vibe coding. Okay, now coming to the course part. Okay, coming to the course, if you observe here, if you observe, to entering into the development sector, you have a 3 option, guys. Okay, you have a 3 option. One, you have to learn the programming part. Okay, Python, you know that Python, because if you go for a development role, you have only a one option. If you know the programming language, then only you can enter. No sir, I don't have a programming knowledge, means it is very difficult. But if you are eager to learn, yes, we will, for sure we will give the complete knowledge. Okay, now to entering into the IT sector, that too in a development domain, at least one programming language is required, one programming knowledge is required. But what program you have to choose, because in your academic so many languages you already studied. I think you know C, C++, Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, like that, so many languages already you know, and you don't know which language is booming in the market. Correct? So in 2026, that is in 2025 December, okay, in this year, the maximum requirements in a development, okay, or in all the companies in development domain, they are using one a Python program, one more is a Java program, and one more is JavaScript programming. Only these programming is demanding in the market. Okay, clear? So no need to learn all the languages. No need to learn all the languages. Either you can choose a Python, either you can choose Java, either you can choose MERN. MERN, that is a JavaScript. Okay, I think these three is enough. And in this three, take any one. Either you can take a Python or a Java or a MERN. But in that you have to master it. Maybe in your academics, you know the basics of Python. That is not sufficient, guys. That is even not a 0.5% the industry expectation. So you have to prepare more. And we know what the industry requirement is. Because you think about, we tied up with more than 4,000 plus IT companies means. And every day we are conducting a drives. Okay, and we know the interview patterns, what type of what companies drives are going on. Okay, in that drives, what are all the questions they will ask, for that how to answer, not only the technical knowledge. Okay, apart from that, so many things is there to learn. Remember, because you're all fresher, okay, so you don't know anything, everything, now your resume is empty, each and everything you only add, that too with the knowledge. Then how to add? For example, if you choose a Python, if you know only a Python, again you can't survive. Because take any application, it is a full stack application. Okay, so that's why we are introducing the Python full stack training, not a Python training. Okay, Python full stack training with the Gen AI. That is it, connected to AI, because now AI is a trending. If you know the AI part, then only, yes, their expectation also meets. Correct, right? So, and when it comes to Java, if you know only a core Java, no, it is impossible. Okay, because to build any application, for example, take a WhatsApp, take a make a My Trip, or Book My Show, or any application you can take. All the applications are a full stack application, but we don't know where exactly we are using that. Correct? Take a WhatsApp as one application. WhatsApp, it is one application. Either it may be Android or iOS. But whether it is a full stack application, yes, of course, it is a full stack. But where we are using a front end? First of all, we don't know what is the full stack. The full stack is nothing but it is a combination of front end, back end, and the database. If you take an example of the full stack, okay, the full stack is nothing but it is a combination of, okay, it is a combination of front end, back end, and the database. This we can call it as a front end, this is the back end, and this is the database. Okay, so the combination of front end, back end, and database we can call it as full stack. But what is the front end? In the WhatsApp, what is that front end? Simple. In your mobile, if you open that application, what are all the things that is showing, right? That is the front end. Now you're seeing my complete picture, right? Okay, that entire board you are seeing, yes, it is a front end. Whatever the thing you are seeing, right, that is a front end. If you open the WhatsApp, it shows the chat page as a main page, right? So that chat page is a front end. But to develop the front end, we have to use some technology. Okay, anyone know what all the technology we use in the front end? Anyone? I think majority AI people, DS, the CS students already know, right? So for the front end we use HTML, right, hypertext markup language, and we use the CSS, cascading style. These are all the technologies we use. Okay, and one more is the Bootstrap, Tailwind CSS, and mainly the JavaScript, React.js, Angular. Okay, so these are all the technology we use in the front end part. Okay, clear? And coming to the back end, in Python full stack we use the program, that is Python program. Okay, Python program, that is core Python and advanced Python. Then we use the Django frameworks, REST API, Git, GitHub, and all in a backend. Okay, now coming to the database. In database, generally it is one storage device. For that we use SQL as one technology. Okay, in SQL also mainly it has a three types, right? One is NoSQL, MySQL, Oracle SQL. In that the demanding one is the MySQL. But for MERN we use MongoDB, because MERN is nothing but it is purely a front end. To build any application, front end, back end, and database is required. But in MERN means MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. Only the JavaScript is enough for the front end and back end also. For the database part, we use a MongoDB. Instead of MySQL, we use a MongoDB. Clear? But now, please remember, now in this three also, okay, in this three also, the Python is in a number one. You search in Google also, okay, don't trust my word, okay, don't trust my word also, you just Google it, okay, you just Google it, which programming language is more popular in 2025? The answer it shows, yes, it is a Python. Python, Java, then JavaScript. Okay, so then why should you learn a Python? Why should you learn a Python? That also I'll tell you. Okay, that also I'll tell you. What exactly the Python is? Why it is demanding? Any idea, guys? Any idea? What exactly the Python? Python is one programming language. Why it is demanding in the market? It is the number one programming language because in industry, more than 600 programming languages are there. So why we use Python as a number one? Why all the companies are switching to Python domain? Any idea? Guys, reply me fast. Are you all understanding the concept, what I am telling? Okay, now I'll explain the proper, okay, the proper technical content, okay. So because you're all, majority of the students are all interested in the Python domain, right? So I'll choose the Python, okay. What exactly the Python is? If you choose a Python, okay, what is the benefit and what are all the drives you will get, and even the type of companies, what's your salary expectation, okay. So each and everything I'll tell you. Swarup, it is a vast amount of library. Yes, more than 10,000 libraries it includes in Python, okay, and it is a free and open source tool. So many features are there, okay, so many features. But why it is more demanding? Why it is more demanding? That also I'll tell you, okay, because Python, it is a number one programming language in the industry. But how it number one? And if you choose a Python, okay, because the Python is very easy, any student can easily understand, okay, any student can easily understand. And that too, if in a company, observe, okay, not only CS people, not only IS people, it is mixture of all the branches students are working together. That is called a team, that is called a company, right? So if all the employees are understanding, okay, if all the employees are understanding the complete code, means you can finish the work as soon as possible, correct? Ultimately what the company is expecting means we have to complete the project within the deadline time, okay. But assume, okay, I'm writing one simple code, but other employee, my colleague, is not understanding what I'm writing means, again he will take some time to analyze, to debug the error, okay. So many drawback is there if the code complexity is more, because Python, it is a very simple syntax, correct? The syntax was very easy compared to other programming languages, okay, and even the length of the code also we can easily decrease, because we are all future developer. The first aim of our developer is to reduce the code. How to reduce the code? By using a Python, okay. You can compare with a C or a Java or a JavaScript or any language, okay. Within 4 line or within 2 line only we can write the addition program, but in other programming language it is not possible, correct, right? So the syntax was very easy, okay, the keywords also very easy, so that we can reduce the code. If we reduce the code, obviously we can increase the system performance, because we have to check in all the aspects, okay. Why it is very easy? Yes, the programming is very easy, but what is the benefit for the system? If you just think, okay, Facebook is there, Instagram is there, okay, Facebook is also an application. In 10 years back, there is a number one application, but now Instagram is a number one application, okay. So simultaneously you use both the application, Instagram and Facebook. Now you tell me which application gives a higher performance. If you open the application, scroll the videos, okay, in which application it gives a higher performance, guys? Honestly tell me, in which application it gives a higher performance? Obviously Instagram. Correct? Correct, right? Yes. Now you can compare with the Phone Pay and even the Paytm to make any payment. Yes, we use some applications, right? Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, or some other application. Correct? So now you can compare with the Phone Pay and Paytm. In Paytm, the payment is faster than Phone Pay. Why? Because there we are using Python. Okay. Even in Instagram, so why it is a number one? Yes, because of that performance. If you scroll n number of time also, yes, it gives a higher performance. Correct? So that is the reason. Why? Because we are using a Python. YouTube is a number one. Why? Because of the Python. And so many applications are there. Maybe Uber, okay? Compare with Ola and Uber. Uber performance is a faster. Why? Because of a Python. Okay? So many things is there to discuss, guys. Okay, so many things. Now, I'll tell you one simple example why the Python is more popular in a industry. Okay? Why it is demanding. I'll give you one simple example. I think everyone, they're not using, right? Now also you are connected to this element that is called the internet, correct? Because the internet is a very important element nowadays. Without food also we can easily survive, but without internet, not even 1 hour also it is possible, correct? 1 hour also it is not possible, because that much we are addicted, because we will get each and everything in this element, correct, right? So take this as a one element, okay? Here I'm writing some system, okay? Consider this as a one system, okay? In this system some applications are there. Take WhatsApp as a one application. By using that application I'm sending one text message to my friend, okay? One text message in a WhatsApp, okay? I'm sending one text message to my friend. Now this is my friend system, okay? This is my friend system. My friend is received the same text message within a fraction of second. Now you observe the WhatsApp, okay? If you send any message within a fraction of second, immediately, yes, it's sent. And even in the receiver side also, yes, within a fraction of second, not even 1 second, within a fraction of second, yes, he received the same text message. And that too, it is a one-to-one communication. Security is there. Correct, right? Other user cannot read this content, because it is a privacy is there. So many things are there. But the thing is, if you are using an internet, okay, if you are using an internet means one copy of that text message is stored here. Okay, guys, don't copy, all of you observe first. Okay, see here, by using this system, take the system name as a S1. By using the system, okay, I'm sending one text message to my friend. This is my friend system. My friend is received the same text message, but if we are connected, that is, if both the systems are connected to an internet, one copy of the text is stored here. Okay, one copy of the text is stored here. Now, I'm taking one more system. So by using this system, okay, take the system name as a S3. By using this system, I'm sending one audio file to my friend. Maybe I'm using some other application. Okay, in Instagram, I'm sending one audio file. My friend is received the same audio within a fraction of second. But the thing is, if both the systems are connected to an internet, one copy of the audio will be stored here. Okay, clear? Now take one more system. Now the system name is SY. By using this system, okay, maybe I'm using some other application. By using that application, I'm sending one video file to my friend. This is my friend system. My friend is received the same video within a fraction of second. Okay, but the thing is, if both the systems are connected to an internet, one copy of the video will be stored here. You're also using an internet, right? You're also using so many applications, right? Correct, right? So whatever you are searching, whatever the information you are exchanging, right? If you are connected to an internet, all your information is storing here. Okay, even in Instagram also, if you are watching the reels, okay, maybe the reels is related to the cinema, okay. So if you watch the things, next time if you open the application, same type of what reels only you are getting. Why? Because of the data recommendation. Based on the user recommendation, system only give the recommended videos. Correct, right? If you order any products or any device or anything in a Amazon or a Flipkart, okay, once the order everything is confirmed and once you get the order, now again one more time if you open the application, some more things it shows recommended products for you, even in Swiggy also, Zomato also, right? Last time if you order any biryani item and all, okay, this time also it shows recommended restaurant for you with offer. Correct, right? That is based on the user recommendation. So whatever we are searching, whatever the things we are doing, if we are connected to an internet means one copy of the detail will be storing here. So generally these are the things the common people will do, guys. Okay, think in a practical way. So not only a common people, even in industries also, so many companies are there, okay, more than lakhs together IT companies are there. All the companies employees are using an internet. Correct, right? Because they are implementing some new things, right? They are working on a new requirement. So for that, where they will get the solution? In the internet. Okay, nowadays we are using the ChatGPT, Gemini, right? Metaring, so many things we are using, right? So that is also connected to an internet only. So take the MNC companies, okay, all the MNCs companies also connected to an internet. But if they are connected to an internet or if they are using an internet, one copy of the MNC information is storing here. Clear? And not only a MNC company, the mid MNC company is also there, because generally the companies are categorized into three sectors. Remember, okay, the companies are categorized into three sectors. One is a MNC based company, mid MNC based company and startup based companies. Okay, so now the mid MNC is also connected to an internet. If they are connected to an internet, one copy of that information will be storing here. Okay, now take the startup companies, okay, because so many startups companies also there. Nowadays in all the sector, okay, not only company, in all the sector, it is a common platform nowadays, okay. So now startup is also using an internet means one copy of the startup company details is also storing here. Clear? So that the company data is also storing here. Generally the company is divided into MNC, mid MNC and startup, and in all the companies, okay, all the companies, mainly it categorized into five sectors. Five sector. You know TCS, right? You know TCS, you know Tech Mahindra, you know IBM. TCS only you can take. It is a top MNC company. Okay, HCL is there. It is a top MNC company. But what type of company it is, what they are doing, that we don't know. Correct, right? Yes, it is a IT company. It is a MNC company only. But what they are doing, what type of company it is, we don't know. IBM is there. Google is there. We don't know what type of company it is. Correct, right? So all the companies are categorized into five sector. One is a product based company. IBM is there. Okay, IBM is there. Microsoft is there. Okay, even the Google is also there. HP, Lenovo, Dell. These are all the product based companies. What they will do? They will develop their own products for the client as well as the society. Correct, right? And second is service based companies. Now the TCS, Accenture, Capgemini, HCL, these are all the service based companies. What they will do? They'll give the services to the clients as well as the users. Okay. Third one, research and development based companies. Some companies are there. For example, Google, NASA, ISRO, DRDO, NAL, HAL. These are all some companies. What they will do? They'll directly research, then they'll continuously research and implement new things for the society. Correct? And fourth is the e-commerce based company. Some companies are there, some companies are there. Okay, so Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, these are all the e-commerce based companies. Okay, and the fifth is infrastructure maintenance based companies. Some companies are there even in Bangalore, even in Hyderabad, high tech, right? So they'll give the working space also, that is a co-working space. Not only the space, the complete infrastructure, each and everything with an internet facility, with the system they'll provide. Not only that, they'll give the resources also. They'll give the employees also. That contract based jobs you will get, right? So yes, in this domain only. Okay, so if you have a requirement, go there, implement, then finish your work. That type of companies is also there. Okay, so all the companies are connected to an internet only. If they are connected to an internet, one copy of this data will be storing here. So not only that, if you take any sector, okay, the main sector is the banking sector. If you observe, okay, in banking sector, in all the banks, not only one bank, not only Canara, not only SBI, right? All the banks, to credit the amount, to debit the amount, for NEFT, for RTGS, okay, without internet, how they will debit the amount from your account? How they will credit an amount from your to your account? Correct, right? So internet is required. Without internet, they will not at all work. Okay, so bank people also using an internet. If they are using an internet, all the bank informations are storing here. Okay, nowadays even in health sector also, if you observe, in all the hospitals, if you go for a checkup and anything, okay, initially they fill the form. In 5 years back, 10 years back, we have to fill the form, the patient name, patient details with Aadhaar card number, each and everything we have to write. But now, okay, now one scanner is there. They are also maintaining an application. If you enter or if you scan that scanner and if you fill your Aadhaar card, that is enough. All the data will be fetched. So they are also using an internet, and not only for registration. Okay, if you go for a blood checkup, they will send the report through WhatsApp only. And for so many equipment in a hospitals, they are using an internet. So they are also using an internet. If they are using an internet, one copy of the information is storing here. Correct? Not only that, take an educational sector. In all the colleges, schools, or so many channels, okay, so they are also using an internet. Correct, right? That too, and after the lockdown, everything was changed. The completely the technology revolution only changed. So in educational sector also we are using an internet. If they are using an internet, one copy of that information is storing here. Now you think practically, okay, you're also using an internet, right? You're also using an internet, correct? So at least one day, okay, just imagine in one day, how many data you are receiving, how many data you are exchanging. Just think practically. Only in your mobile, how many data you are exchanging. That is the information, that is the data. Think about only your mobile, or in Andhra Pradesh, or in Karnataka, or overall in India, or throughout the world. You can't imagine. Okay, just in one day, how many data we are exchanging. Think practically. That we can't imagine. That much data we are exchanging just in one day. But the thing is, okay, internet is implemented in the year of 2000. It is not after the lockdown. After the lockdown, the users are more. Correct? So, correct, right? So, 2000. The internet is implemented in the year of 2000. Already 25 years is completed. From the 25 years, okay? From the 25 years, whatever the data we exchanged, right? All the information is storing here. Now you think, now you imagine how much data it is containing. That you can't imagine also. That much data it is there. Millions, trillions of data is there. Okay. So that the data, we can call it as what? Big data. Clear? In big data only, our informations are storing. We can call it as easily cloud. Yes, obviously, that is a big data. Okay, so in the big data only, our informations are storing. Yeah, up to this, all of you clear, right? Now, just imagine this is my system. In this system, I am sending one text message to my friend. Okay. Now I connect it to an internet means now this text message is stored in a big data. Correct? So now take an example. I have to search this text message in a big data. Now you tell me, is it possible to search? Yes. Tell me quickly. Is it possible to search my text message in a big data? Because so much of data it is containing. In that, how can I search my text message? It is very difficult in a normal method. For that reason, we are using one technology called machine learning. Have you heard this name? Guys, reply me fast. Have you heard this name? ML. Yeah, and ML students. Now, to fetch the information, okay, or to extract the information from the big data, we use one more technology called deep learning. Okay, and we also use one more technology called NLP, the natural language processing. Okay, in so many cases we use IoT, the Internet of Things. Yeah. Now, by combining a big data, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, IoT, we can call it as AI. Guys, have you heard this name? AI, the artificial intelligence. Have you heard this name? AI. Guys, reply me fast. Fast. I want reply from everyone. Have you heard this name? AI. I think everyone know, right? AI, the artificial intelligence. Nowadays, this technology is a top one technology in an industry. Not only industry, even in our daily life also we know, yes, what is the AI? Everything, okay, everything depends on AI only. So many applications, yes, they adopt AI. Correct, right? So, now the AI is the number one technology in the market, remember. In 2025, AI is the number one technology in the market. Not only 2025, after 10 years also, AI will be the number one. No other technology can beat, because it is like an ocean. Every technology is already containing. Not only 10 years, after 20 years also, AI will be the number one. After 30 years also, AI will be the number one. Yeah. So, you are also choosing, okay, you are also planning to survive in an industry for the next 20 to 30 years, correct? Now, you tell me, AI is a top technology. For this technology, which programming language they are using? I want reply from everyone for this question. Tell me, for the AI technology, which programming language they are using? Fast. What is your answer? For the AI technology, yes. Which programming language they are using? Yes. Superb. The answer is what? It is Python. Correct? We are using a Python programming language. Correct, right? That is the reason the Python is in the number one. Okay. Why it is more popular? Because of this AI. Why? Compared to Java, it is more popular because now the AI is a trending. Simple. Facebook is there, Instagram is there. But we are following the trending one, right? We are using the Instagram because of it is trending. Same thing for here also. But why they are using a Python? That also I'll tell you. Okay. Because the reason is there. Now you think, okay, for the top technology, if they are using a Python, that to compare to other programming language means, what is the weightage? Why they are using a Python? That also I'll tell you. Okay, take one simple example. You know C programming language. Okay, C is implemented in the year of 1972. The Dennis Ritchie is the father of C, right? So the C is a programming language in 1970. But C is a what type of language? It is a functional type language. Remember, it is a functional type language. C. After some years, okay, after some years, in C also some drawback is there. To overcome the drawback, some people they implemented one more type of language called C++. Now C++ is implemented in the year of 1980s time, but C++ is a object orientational programming language. That is, it support only for the object orientation concept. Okay. Now, after few years, some people implemented one more type of language called Java, that too in 1990s time. But Java is also support only for the object orientation concept. Okay. Now, one more thing is there. Okay. Where is the Python? Where is the Python? Correct, right? Correct. So maybe one more language I'll take. Okay. Perl. Perl is also one language is there. It is implemented in the year of 2000 time. But Perl is a scripting type programming language. It is a scripting type. But where is the Python? Python is a programming language. It is older than Java. It is implemented in the year of 1989 only. The actual implementation was 1991. Okay. In that also version is there. Okay. Now we are using the Python version 3. Check in Google, the latest version of Python is, it shows P3.13.5. Okay, that is the latest version in the Python. Okay, so this Python version 3, it support for the object orientation concept. Okay, it support for the functional programming concept, and it support for the scripting type concept also. That is the reason we can call it as the Python as a three-dimensional programming language. Clear? Simple. If you choose C program, you learn only the functional concept. If you choose Java, you learn only the object orientational concept. But if you choose a Python, remember, it support for all the domain. For everything it support. You know, NumPy, Pandas, right? So, it is just a library in a Python. But if you know Pandas, no need to learn SQL also. That much easier it is. And one thing you remember, if you learn a Python, you have a multiple option. Suppose, if you go for a development role, yes, Python is required. But once I learn the Python, now I can easily eligible for attending the front-end developer, React.js developer, web developer, software developer, associate software engineer role, okay, and I'm eligible for the Python developer role, and Django developer role, SQL developer role, database engineer role, okay. So these are all some development part, okay. Apart from this, if you learn a Python, you can easily go for what? Data side also. Have you heard the name? Data science, data engineer, data analytics. Correct, right? So, for all the things, the Python is a foundation. Because after few years, okay, the data is the major domain. Even for the data side also, we are using a Python program. So, you have a multiple opportunity if you choose a Python domain. Okay, and in Python, what all the concepts will come, I'll tell you. Okay, if you want, you can quickly copy this content, guys, fast. Okay, superb, superb. Copy the content fast. Guys, copied the content. Copied the content, right? Okay. Now, you can take any programming language like C or a Java or a Python. Okay. So many features is there. So many features. You just search in Google also. Python features. Okay. The first feature in a Python is the Python is a high level interpreted language. All of you agree, right? The Python is a high level interpreted language. Now you tell me, what is a high level language? Yes, reply me fast. Anyhow, the chat box is enable. Yes, quick. ఇవన్నీ తెలుసు కదా మీకు high level. What is that high level language? High level language అంటే ఏంటి? Human readable format. Swarup, superb. Okay, the human readable format. Okay, apart from that, inka any other definition? Any other definition? What exactly the high level language? Fast, guys, reply me fast. Human readable format, fine. Other language also the human can easily read, right? Other language, that also human can read, and that too, whatever the input you give. Okay, human readable high level language, I'll agree, but system will not read, right? System understand only binary. System understand only zeros and ones. If you give any type of input, it will not accept. It accept only zeros and ones. Correct? But why we are using a high level? That also I'll tell you. Okay. In 1950s time, guys. Okay. With detail, I'll explain, because if it is a one line also, in depth you have to understand. Okay. Simple. If you know the Python, yes, in that you have to master it. Each and every concept logically only you have to understand, and in depth you have to understand. Okay. Python, it is a high level interpreted language, but why we are using a high level? I'll tell you. Okay. So in 1950s time, the first programming language is implemented in the year of 1972. That is, then it's Ritchie, he implemented the code, right? Program. But before implementing a C, in 1950s time, some people implemented one device called semiconductor device. Semiconductor. It is an electronic device. Okay, it is an electronic device. It contains insulator and the conductor. By using that, they are performing some operation in 1950s time. Okay. After some years, by using the same device, some people implemented one more type of device called transistor. You know transistor? I think easy students know very well. The transistor is nothing but it is also an electronic device. It acts as a switch. Either the output is a low state or a high state, low voltage or a high voltage, 0 volt or a 5 volt. Okay, 0 volt or 5 plus 5 volt. Simple. And we can also write like this, 0 or 1. 0 is a low state, 1 is a high state. Okay. Now, after some years, by using millions of transistors, not only one transistor, by using millions of transistors, some people implemented one more type of device called microprocessor. All of you heard this name, right, in your academics? Microprocessor, it is a very important element in the system. Microprocessor, we can also call it as it is a machine. Okay, and we know our system or the machine understand only zeros and ones. So the microprocessor, it is just a one element. It accepts the input in a binary format, it performs the operation and it gives the result. It don't have the memory also. Microprocessor is different, microcontroller is different. Microprocessor 8085, 8086, these are all the microprocessor. But microcontroller 8051, now we are using ARM Cortex, LPC2148, these are all the microcontrollers. It contains everything. Okay. processor, ALU, register, timers, counters, memory, each and everything it contains in a microcontroller. But here, it's just on chip, it's just on processor. That's it. Okay, it accepts the input, performs the operation, and it gives the result. Clear? So, assume you have to perform some addition operation. Okay, you have to perform some addition operation means this type of code you have to write. For example, 101010. Okay, now this code is for the addition program. If you give 101010 as an input to a processor, okay, input to a processor, then the processor is accept the input, then it performs the addition operation and it gives the addition result. Yeah. Next, if you want to perform a subtraction operation, this type of code you have to enter. So the code is 010101. If you give this code as the input, it accepts, it performs a subtraction operation and it gives the result. Okay. Now, this type of language we can call it as a low level language or machine level language. Remember, okay, always the machine accepts the input in the form of the machine level language. Okay, but here some problem is there. Okay, here some problem is there. What is the problem? Because the thing is, if you observe, to write the code, I have to use zeros and ones only. In industries, maybe the length of the code is 10,000 or a 1 lakh or a 2 lakh line of code. Now the 2 lakh line code, if you write in zeros and ones means, how much time it takes, guys? So the time consumption is more. And not only that, what about the length? The length of the code. The length of the code is obviously more. If the length of the code is more, the performance of the system will slow. Because the first aim of the developer is to reduce the code. Okay? Reduce the code, that is the first aim. So many concepts are there in all the programming languages. Methods are there, functions are there, loopings, functions, inheritance, polymorphism. Okay? All the concept main agenda is to reduce the code only. Polymorphism, one function can perform multiple action. Inheritance, we can inherit the properties from the parent. Looping, some set of code, some block of code, yes, we can use for the iteration purpose and to execute the whole statement until unless the condition is true. Even in method also, some block of code we can declare within that. Whenever you want, you can call. Even the function also, right? So, majority of the concept is to reduce the code only. That is the reason the first aim of the developer is to reduce the code. But here, the length of the code will be more. Okay. Not only that, if you miss one value, again, the whole thing will wrong, right? So, it is very difficult to remember the code also. So, some drawbacks are there in a machine level language. So, to overcome this drawback, some people implemented one more type of language, guys. One more type of language. What language? Instead of this 101010, can I write add? For 010101, can I write sub? So this we can call it as a mnemonics, opcode, operand, mnemonics. It comes under in a assembly level language. For addition, directly write add. For subtraction, sub. For multiplication, mul. For division, div. Like that, we are using a mnemonics. So this language we can call it as a assembly level language. Have you heard this name? Assembly level language it is. Now you compare with the machine level language. Compare with the machine level. Now, it is very less time to write the code. The length of the code also we can decrease and performance also we can increase and it is very easy to remember also. So, some benefit is there compared to machine level language. But the problem is, if you give assembly level language as a input to a processor, it will not accept. because it accepts only zeros and ones, right? So we use one component. What component? We use assembler as a one component, correct? Assembler, what this will do? It convert assembly language to machine level language. Very simple. See, the user is entering assembly level language, but assembler, it converts into machine level language, then the microprocessor will accept. The problem will be solved, right? Correct? So some benefit is there in this language. Now, after few years, instead of this add, can I write this? Some people, they implemented one more type of language. See, for the addition, can I write this symbol? For subtraction, for multiplication, for division, for modulus, less than, greater than, correct, right? So we are using a symbols to represent the operation, right? So this type of language we can call it as what? High level language. See, now you can check in all the languages like C, C++, Python, Java, in all the languages we are using a symbols to perform the operation, correct? Now you can compare with the assembly level language, it is very less time to take the code. Length of the code also we can decrease, performance we can increase, okay? And it is very easy to remember. So benefit is there compared to other programming language, correct? But again there is a problem. If you give high level language as an input to a processor, it will not accept, correct? It accepts only machine level language. Then we have to convert high level language to machine level language. You tell me which component we use. Guys, I'm asking you only. Tell me which component you use to convert high level language to machine level language. Which component? That is called compiler, correct? We use one component called a compiler. What this will do? It convert high level language to machine level language. See, the problem is clear. That is the reason, okay, the compiler is the major component. It is not compiling the code, no. It is converting high level language to a machine level language. The user is entering high level language, compiler, it converts it into machine level language, then the system will accept, it perform the operation and it gives the result. That's why it is a high level language. Then what is that interpretation? What is that interpreted language? The execution, okay, the execution starts from the first line and it executes the statement line by line. That we can call it as a interpreted language. In a compilation, in other programming language, the whole code is executing at one time. That is called a compilation. But the interpretation means it is a line by line execution. What is the benefit? Suppose if any error is in the middle, okay, so up to that you will get the result, then only it shows an error. But in a compilation, in other programming language, no, you have to debug the error, then only you will get the result. So some benefit is there, guys. So the Python is a demanding one, and if you believe or not, this is the powerful language. If you learn this language, for sure within 2 to 3 months you can easily get a good job with a good package. I'm here, okay? So for sure, okay, for sure, the Python always the trending programming language, okay? So you can search anywhere in the internet, okay? So then you'll got to know what exactly this programming language. Okay, guys, any doubt in this session? It is just one simple introduction, what type of quality we are delivering, okay, because it is a live session, okay, but the thing is, it is also a hybrid model is there, and online session is also there, offline session is also there, okay. See here, there is a new technology with a glass board, because always we prefer chat and talk model, okay, because if I connect it to a Google model, again if I Google Meet or a Zoom, then I'll share a PPT, means you will not understand each and everything. With the flow we will tell you, okay, with the flow we will tell you, and from the scratch we will tell you, because we know what the industry requirement is, what their expectation, okay. Even in programming also, if you know the basic programming language, that is not enough, because in a coding round they'll give you the scenario based problem. If you know the logic, then only you can write. And where you will write, for that also we need a platform. You know, AMCAT, HackerRank, HackerEarth, CoderByte, LeetCode, okay. So many platforms is there, okay. All the platforms, if you know, then only you can able to write the code. Otherwise it is too difficult in the interview process, remember, okay. So many things is there, so many things. Don't think that you know everything. Nothing, you don't know anything for sure, okay. So please prepare, and if you have any doubt, okay, again we'll meet in the next session. Is any doubt in this today's session? Any doubt, or are you all understanding the concept? Are you all understanding? So please say hi or yes in the chat box. Fast. Yes, right? Superb then. Thank you. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Okay, again we'll meet you in one more session. Okay, then I'll explain the overall the training model. So how we'll conduct the training, okay, what are all the things is there, because not only the Python, apart from this, what are all the extra things we'll give you, what is the benefit and what we achieved, why we are in a number 1 in not only a Bangalore, okay, because we have a 3 branches and so many things is there to explain, even the company introduction, our trainer things, okay, and even the quality, the placement, okay, mainly the placement is very important, okay, and how to improve your communication skill. Apart from that, the overall things is there, okay, so that we'll discuss in the next session. Clear? Okay then. Thank you all. Thank you. Copy the things, okay, then you can leave.
I am Sagar. I am from Government Engineering College, Chamradnagar, in the specialization of Computer Science and Engineering. I had wonderful opportunity to attend the LGSoft Drive through the Decoding Lab. I got placed in the LGSoft in the package of 4 LPA through the Decoding Lab. I would thanks to whole Decoding Lab team, and special thanks to Ravi Shastri sir for their guidance and support. I would like to recommend all my friends to join the Decoding Lab. Thank you very much.
I'm Kirtan Gowda from MVJ College of Engineering. I had a wonderful opportunity to join Decoding Lab through IAP program. When I joined DCL, I had only basic knowledge. More than anything, DCL helped me to boost my confidence on myself. That confidence helped me to crack an interview in LGSoft with a package of 4.9 LPA. I would sincerely thank Ravi Shastri sir, Sagar sir and Sanjay sir and whole DCL team for their constant support and motivation. At last, I would recommend everyone to join Decoding Labs to strengthen their
Development. Thank you all. Yes, I am Sagar.